One of our best road trips was a long trip to Glacier National Park. What a wonderful adventure. We made our way from Missouri through our beloved South Dakota, making sure to stop at some of our favorite spots along the way. We always like to stop at the world-famous Pioneer Auto Show in Murdo. And we couldn't resist stopping at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. On this trip, we decided to try out some camping cabins. We didn't have an RV, and we wanted to save a little money on lodging. We brought our own bedding, and we used the showers and bathrooms at the KOA. I was really impressed at how clean the cabins were, and the bathrooms and showers were great also. I sent my son a picture when we got to Sturgis so he could be jealous of where we were. He sent me this picture back so I could see what it looked like when he was there for the big rally. Quite a bit different. We spent the night in Butte, Montana. We got up early and found a short little bike trail to ride. It was nice to get a little exercise in after being in the truck for 2 long days. It was a short ride, but it was really pretty. After the bike ride, we hit the road again and made it to Missoula, Montana. Yep, that sign right outside of the restroom at a rest stop. I don't think so. Suddenly, I didn't have to go anymore. We got checked in at the KOA and had some lunch and decided to explore a little bit. We checked out the Smoke Jumpers Visitor Center and we took a tour. Very cool. We ended up staying 2 nights in Missoula before heading up to Glacier National Park. We stayed in a camping cabin in a campground in West Glacier. The cabin was beautiful. The campground was really cool. It felt like you were really out in the forest, which was great until I started seeing these pieces of hair everywhere. We saw this hair all over the place in Montana. I wasn't sure if it belonged to a bear or some other animal, but I was a little cautious when heading to the bathroom in the dark of the night. We finally made it to the entrance of the park and enjoyed a little camera party. The fires in the area made it seem like it was sunset when it was really just after lunch. So beautiful. This is the Middle Fork Flathead River, and it's right before the west entrance of Glacier National Park. We walked the little path down to the river's edge and took some more pictures. The reflection on the water was gorgeous. It almost looks untouched. We spent the rest of the afternoon on a short hike near McDonald Creek. I believe this is MacDonald Falls. The creek runs alongside of the Going to the Sun road. We really enjoyed this little trail. Dan was a little bit braver on the rocks than I was. You can see him off in the distance there making his way back up the trail. The next day, we took the free park shuttle up the Going to the Sun road to Logan Pass. We hiked a little ways on the trail behind the visitor center. We only saw a little bit of wildlife though, no bears, just this little guy. We were lucky and found someone to take our photo. Here's our little marmot friend again, at least I think it's a marmot. We found a spot in the parking lot to eat the picnic lunch we brought. Then we got on the shuttle and went back down the Going to the Sun road. Lake McDonald was beautiful. It would be fun to bring our kayaks here sometime. We'll have to keep that in mind for our next trip. Before we knew it, the afternoon was over, and it was time to head back to our cabin, our last night in Glacier. Here's Dan enjoying his birthday breakfast before we head out for the day. Looks like it was awesome. We had quite an exciting morning before leaving, but we'll save those details for the next video, so stay tuned for part 2. If you like our video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you like our channel, please subscribe.